Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm one of the aquarists here at the Houston Zoo. We are going to take a look at our new One Ocean exhibit here at the Houston Zoo in our Galapagos Islands building. So this exhibit is going to be 290,000 gallons. We have a 40-foot acrylic window for you to see inside of the new habitat. This habitat is going to be home to 20 plus species of fish that you can find in and around the Galapagos Islands, some cow-nosed stingrays, bonnet-head sharks, black-tip reef sharks, and our green sea turtle. And you'll see the rays kind of swimming around the glass. You'll see them foraging on the sands, looking for food. We will be doing some live feeding here during the video. Once my coworker James comes up there and starts feeding, you'll get to see all of the animals in action. So this habitat will have 6 different kinds of butterfly fish, 2 to 4 species of wrasses, and I think 3 to 5 different species of tangs. And again, as I mentioned, the bonnet-head sharks will be coming in next week, as well as the black-tip reef sharks. We are getting them introduced into the sub-enclosures at the top of the exhibit. And once they are good with all their trainings and eating from us, they will be introduced into the new tank. And as you can see, everybody is ready to eat. You'll see the cow-nosed rays going in and out of the fish, trying to get some food too, even though they have already eaten. This exhibit is going to be separate from our sea lion tunnel. And I think eventually we'll be introducing dive shows, but that'll be well into the future. There are a couple different types of angelfish in here as well. Some Cortez angels and passers. And at the top you can see our green sea turtle Bobby eating some lettuce. She was a rescue off of the coast of Galveston. She came to us in 2019. She has tried to be released, but we've had some few failed attempts, and now she will be here at her forever home at the Houston Zoo in our Galapagos One Ocean exhibit. And as I mentioned before, we are live from the Houston Zoo in our One Ocean exhibit. It's going to be 290,000 gallons of water, all salt water, home to fish that you can find in and around the Galapagos Islands, cow-nosed rays, sharks, bonnet-heads, and black-tip sharks, as well as our green sea turtle. The Galapagos Islands exhibit will be opening April 7th. Member preview is April 5th and 6th, so please come get your membership if you don't already have one to come see it before the rest of the public does. These guys get a variety of different types of fish every day, some shrimp as well. The mix that you'll see being broadcasted in has nori, bloodworms, mysis, all the kind of small feeder fish that these fish can eat. So some of the things that we work on here at the Houston Zoo is making sure that all of our animals are getting the proper diets. We work pretty closely with the stingrays, turtles, and sharks to make sure that each individual animal is getting the correct amounts of food every day. We have been working on station training for the cow-nosed rays. They are all hand-fed every day. Getting these guys into the exhibit was very, I don't know what I want to say, was very meticulous. We have to make sure that the water quality is good for everybody before putting them in. We've worked really closely with Moody Gardens whenever we got the bonnet heads in, and making sure everybody is calm, collected, not stressing out or anything like that. Andrew asks, what other animals can you see in the Galapagos exhibit? This exhibit chain will also be home to penguins, sea lions. We'll have some giant seahorses, sea nettles, and Sally Lightfoot crabs, as well as Galapagos tortoises and iguanas. So for you, those just tuning in, we are live from the Houston Zoo in front of our One Ocean exhibit in the new Galapagos Islands building. It opens April 7th, which is next Friday. It's super exciting. We're all excited for everybody to see what we've been working on for many years. My favorite thing about working with these animals is getting to see their progress whenever we're doing training sessions and how quickly they learn from just small movements that we do. And each stingray definitely has its own personality, so it's kind of fun to learn our animals. This exhibit is 290,000 gallons of water. Our lovely window pane is 40 feet wide and 5.5 inches thick. This acrylic sheet came from all the way from Italy, and it's beautiful. Kara asked, will people scuba in there? Yes, they will. I believe our future goal is to do dive shows in here, but for now we'll just be getting in to clean and maintain the tank, the exhibit for our animals, and guest experiences to make sure that everybody is enjoying it as well as we do. And here you're seeing all of the fish going crazy for the food with the turtle just in the middle of all of the madness. Laura asks, how big are the seahorses? Currently, our seahorses that we have are down in quarantine. They will hopefully be coming on exhibit within the next few days. They are roughly about 3 to 4 inches, but they will grow to be much larger than that. Also, one thing to touch on, all of these animals that you are looking at right now go through a quarantine period as they are coming in. Quarantine can last anywhere between 30 and 45 days, as long as everything is good. And if we see anything odd, we'll keep them in there just a little longer just to make sure that they're healthy before putting them onto the new exhibit with all of the other fish. And some of the ways that we can help save these animals in the wild is by reducing our use of single-use plastics. Here at the Houston Zoo, we have eliminated that by eliminating plastic bags and plastic straws all around our zoo grounds. We also, the Sea Lion and Aquarium department, go down to Surfside jetties once a month to help clean up the jetties of any monofilament, fishing line, nets, and stuff like that, trash. That'll be all around the water to help keep it out of our water, to keep the animals in the wild safe. Now we're kind of seeing them go back to normal life after our feeding frenzy. We will have 2 different kind of species of sharks that will be here to view at the One Ocean exhibit. They are bonnet-head sharks, which are found off the coast of Galveston. These 3 particular individuals were caught off of Galveston Island. They were housed at Moody for a few years until we went down there and brought them to the Houston Zoo. We've had them for maybe about a month or 2. They are acclimating well to their new enclosure, and they will be moving into our new One Ocean exhibit later this week. The other species is black-tip reef sharks, which are kind of intimidating to some people because they look exactly like a shark would look like. We have 2 females currently, and they are in their sub-enclosures right now working on training and feeding from us before we release them out into their new habitat. So another thing that you'll see in our new One Ocean exhibit are the corals. So all of these corals are actually manufactured here in Humble, Texas. They are replicas of different types of corals that you'll see in and around the Galapagos Islands if you ever went diving there. We tried to keep the numbers and counts and stuff like that as close as possible to what you would find out in the wild. I even believe some of the corals were 3D printed. I think some of them are made from fiberglass. The insert itself, the stuff that looks like the rock, was all casted fiberglass and cut into different pieces and brought one by one into this wonderful exhibit and put back together like a puzzle. So it was kind of cool to see all of that being reconstructed into this new exhibit. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to visit our brand new Galapagos Islands exhibit opening next Friday, April 7th.